Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and we were supposed to see some spoilers today, but Wizards is delaying them because, well, unsurprisingly, they decided to play into the false narrative going around that all white people are evil, racist, and all cops exist exclusively to kill black people on sight, which is a real slap in the face to all the hardworking police who work to keep communities of all colors safe. So obviously, to honor the death of a drug-abusing counterfeit currency user who got attacked by a cop that he worked with at a bar for 10 years and clearly knew him and didn't like him, a completely personal matter that had dead-ass nothing to do with race, clearly the thing to do is cancel an automated pre-scheduled arena ban so that we all can play against Agent of Treachery for one more day. Try to have any of that make sense. It makes about as much sense as attacking random black business owners, burning black-owned property, and attacking black cops because of some perceived detriment to the black community that they provide, when maybe if they wanted anything resembling good to come out of this, they should go to the nearest black rapper's house, start protesting there, rioting there, and burning their house down after they tell every black teenager, I do drugs, commit crimes, and cheat on my girlfriend, and you should too, because that's what makes me cool, and you want to be cool, right? Buy my album. You want to talk about who's doing the most damage to black people and the black community? Are you kidding me? Turn on the radio. Turn on black entertainment television. There's your problem. It's not cops and it's not white people, except that the owner of BET is white, so him specifically. But of course, the extreme left types don't really do logic and reason. They just want somebody to scream at, attacking random people and saying, I'm better than you. It makes them feel all superior and powerful and, It's just same bullshit, different day with those SJW types. It doesn't matter, facts, evidence, proof. It's like flat earthers. They just want to feel superior to everybody. I'm smarter, I'm better than everybody, I'm above everybody. I'm going to attack everybody who doesn't think the way I do, because that makes me feel special, important, and smart. So because just like every other left-leaning corporation in all of America that's using this to get PR points with, 30 to 40% of the community, while pissing off the other half, apparently, all spoilers in the arena ban were delayed until at least tomorrow. But luckily, since the hate level for Wizards of the Coast and their stupid bonehead mistakes in 2020 is reaching record levels, some people apparently just leaked the cards anyway. I assume that's what happened. I didn't really look into it. But yeah, spoiler alert, it's just more broken, overpowered garbage. So I don't know what you expected. I don't know why anybody would be excited about these spoilers at this point. If in your head the subtitle to Core Set 2020 is It Literally Can't Get Worse, clearly you aren't familiar with how Wizards of the Coast does things in the 8th set. Or like 9th or what, I don't know, whatever. We're really close to rotation is what I'm saying. 8 or 9 sets worth of broken Mark Rosewater ideas all coming together, and then people are able to play 5-color. It's a recipe for disaster. I can't wait for rotation. So then we can have approximately 35% of the problems fixed, which is not going to do it. It's all doom and gloom this video. So let's start with the unrestricted unlimited spell cloning for 0 mana. Awesome. It's double vision, an enchantment, which is the second hardest to get rid of permanent in the game on average. Someone's going to ask, number 1 is lands, obviously. Anyway, whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell, each turn, guys, your turn and your opponent's turn, each turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. This plus Obosh is broken as shit. And look at that, it's odd. This plus Torbrand, this plus Obosh, this plus a red burn mid-range deck, as if that exists. Yeah, Obosh is like tier 1 right now, in case you didn't notice, post-ban, people are already moving to it. Yeah, we don't need more fuel for the fire, thanks. Pun intended. So even if the first one gets countered, whenever they say you cast, they mean you attempt to cast. They don't mean you successfully resolve. Casting just means putting a spell on the stack. From hand, I should say. Not all putting of spells on the stack is considered casting. Anyway, yeah, you basically just can't stop this. You'd have to just remove this card. And in an Obosh deck, you actually also have to remove Obosh and, also everything else. Otherwise, you're going to lose. When Obosh can occasionally, maybe 30, 40% of the time, beat my white life gain deck, like the cure for red damage decks, the damage output is too damn high. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed or not, but once again, they didn't say red spell. They put the red on a lot of cards that are in standard right now, but they forgot on at least 2 of them to put the word red. So here's a third one. So if you just want to play, Drawn from Dreams, like, if you're playing a red, white, and blue deck, some control deck from hell with Teferi and, what's-her-face, Narset, Yeah, that deck has no business cloning blue spells. In fact, a red enchantment has no business cloning blue spells. That's what blue does, okay? You've got your fork, you've got your reverberate, whatever. It's not like red doesn't clone spells, but usually it's red spells. And say it with me, everybody. You know it's coming. Get ready. We all gotta say it together. And it doesn't have legendary. For some reason, they didn't feel like this should maybe have legendary put on it. When you can literally clone a spell that helps go get another copy of this. Are you kidding me? Whoever designed this, fired instantly, please. We're begging you, Wizards. We all know Aaron Forsythe approved this. That's his job. So he's got to go. That ain't news. Was this Mark? Was this some dumbass purple-haired, intern that has like an English dance degree or something? Whoever was responsible for this and thinking that anything about this card is okay, fire them on the spot. So next up, and this is the only other leak, we only had 2 today, we've got Mangara the Diplomat. Oh my god, they put legendary on it. I bet there's literally nothing on the card to merit being legendary other than lore reasons. Like literally, oh, the title of the card is a proper noun. Cool, legendary, slap it on there. Haven't even read it yet, it's a mythic. I'm sure this is an absolute disaster. Let's see, 2/4 for 4 with lifelink. Oh, here we go, it's that card we heard about. The one that already got leaked, I bet, yeah. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, or if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and or planeswalkers you control, the guy who leaked it wrote it better than that. Draw a card. Here's the problem, okay? This is basically my entire commander deck in card form. If you swing at me, you are gonna lose some limbs. Aether Spells, Aetherize, Settle the Wreckage, Seal Away, Dramatic Rescue. I mean, Isperia is my general, okay? If you swing at me in a multiplayer game, I am going to end you. It turns out that's kind of annoying, but the main problem is that the majority of my effects are in response to them being declared as attackers. And usually, well, especially with Isperia, I get to draw a card before we go to resolving combat. Except with Isperia, it's you draw 1 card per attacker. Oh, they're gonna lose their attackers. That is a guarantee. That or Dazzling Reflection. I run Bident of Thassa in that deck to force people to attack me because nobody in their right mind attacks me. My deck is like the spiky coral reef drawing in ships to Isperia's Death Island from hell and ruining everybody's hopes of winning ever. It is such a disaster of a deck, and now they've basically put it on a card. Now, you only get to draw 1 card, but I mean, this is standard, not commander. That does scale down pretty well. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but in multiplayer, you can attack anybody. In 1 versus 1 standard constructed, you only have 1 person to attack, and it's me, and I've got this card. But honestly, like a you attack me, you're gonna lose a finger type of deck. You can't really build that very well because I mean, Settle cycled out, Seal Away cycled out. I mean, we got that 4-cost black enchantment where every time they swing, they lose a life. But I don't know. I think the real problem with this is the life gain. It's you attack me, I'm gonna get card advantage on top of it. I'm gonna gain more life with the more cards that you just gave me, and I'm just gonna swing past you, overtop you, flying to whatever, unblockable protection from your shit. And I don't even care that you're attacking me. I'm going to do more damage faster and heal while doing it. Like, that's already a deck. That's my number 1 deck right now. I went from silver to mythic with that deck. The deck's virtually unbeatable. And the only decks that beat it just got banned. Okay, so now they're adding Mangara to it. Mangara plus Heliod. I mean, this is absolute hell. And on top of it, this is a Planeswalker defense card, and everybody knows you play white if you're playing Super Friend Lockdown, Control-a-thon shit show decks. So yeah, this with like Vraska and Teferi already in play, utterly ridiculous. I mean, Jace, name them. Oh, don't forget, we get Ugin in this set too. Yay, I can't wait. That'll be so fun. By the way, for all you dumb f***s in the comment section, we keep asking, if you don't like the game and all you have to say is negative stuff about it, why do you keep playing it and making videos? Because this YouTube channel is exclusively my entire income. And because I like Magic the Gathering, I like playing Magic the Gathering. So what I don't like is people ruining the game that I like to play. Is that f***ing hard to figure out for your tiny brains? The real question is, why do you not care about them ruining the game with 15, 16 bans in the last 3 years and an unplayable state of standard since Origins? And you know what I've noticed the answer almost always is when I look at who else the people are subscribed to? Because all they do is want to copy a deck, auto win with it. They don't care about diversity, deck building, fair play. They just want to have a deck, auto win with it. They don't care about fun gameplay. They're just like, look at me, I win a lot. I'm a pro, woohoo. I play tier 1 decks. Maybe mommy's proud of me now. Well, she ain't, okay? Just hate to break it to you, she's not. Your mom hates net decking, she just doesn't have the heart to tell it to you. She's absolutely embarrassed by you. And also, you were adopted. Watch somebody actually go ask their parents, Mom, was I adopted? The answer will be no. Unfortunately, you're not adopted. We're still stuck with you because nobody wanted you. Anyway, don't forget the bottom of the card. Whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, draw a card. Because this whitewashed blue card didn't have enough card draw already. Both free triggers. 2 free triggers of things that happen regularly in a game. Absolutely inexcusable and unbelievable. Normally I would say automatically right off the bat this is going to get banned, and Double Vision absolutely going to get banned, but they have a policy of basically never banning anything until rotation if they're within 3 months of it. They, in a roundabout way, admitted that when they gave the reason for not banning Chain Whirler about 2 years ago. To paraphrase the paragraph it was in, it was basically, yeah, it's broken, yeah, it's terrible, yeah, the community said they all hate it, yeah, it has a win rate above 50%, yeah. Like, that was the entirety of their excuse. They gave no other, oh, but this is a good counter. Oh, but it hasn't been enough time. No. It was just, hey, 3 months, deal with it. So after the release of Core Set 2021, we are going to see probably the worst state of standard ever, which you thought it was bad now. Oh, you have no idea. And there's a rumor with some evidence that Mark Rosewater put Companion in this set too. So we are in for the train wreck of all train wrecks. I mean, this is just going to be get the popcorn, play Brawl instead, and watch the flames. Or, I mean, just play Standard Construct with people who aren't assholes. I mean, that is the eternal fix to all of this. Kitchen Table Casual, you ain't never going to ruin it, Wizards. That and the sealed Chaos Common Popper Brick. You take a brick of 100 to 150 commons that are from completely and utterly random sets all shuffled together, and then say, here, build something out of this. Best format ever invented, period. There's still fun to be had playing Magic. It just is not going to be found in Standard Constructed. Not anytime soon. Bare minimum 4 months from now. Oh, and actually, turns out I was wrong. Yeah, you really would want this to have Legendary because of what's written on it. I just assumed they did it because, his name's Mangara, so there could only be one of him. While people put 2 different Jaces into play. If you're new to Magic, they changed that rule like 2 years ago. You used to not be able to have like 2 different Chandras in play because they were both a Chandra Planeswalker. Now they saw War of the Spark come and they're like, oh, screw it. And the game has benefited from it ever since. It's been such a positive change that really helped out the players and made the game more fun. I'm being sarcastic. So yeah, these 2 are disastrous. When this was originally leaked like 9 or 10 days ago on Reddit, that white card, by the way, in a weaker form, because it was the first draft of the card, people said, no way in hell is that a real card, and if it is, it's not white. Well, surprise, motherfucker, it's real! Your worst nightmares have come true. This is the Freddy Krueger of the Magic world. Have fun trying to play literally anything after this bullshit drops. Well, at least they've clearly achieved their dream of selling cards to Modern and Commander players and hoping that somehow makes money from a Standard product when Standard's dead, nobody plays it. Bit of a logical fallacy there. Very questionable business decision to alienate the core group to sell to like 10% more people. While they complain on Reddit about having to rebuild their decks constantly because you keep shoving more cards into Modern and changing the meta. So that actually backfired on both ends. Well, that's what greedy ideas get you. I mean, just plain and simple. Well, I'm gonna go make some bacon quesadillas and pretend that this set wasn't real. If the ban actually happens tomorrow, I'll probably be live streaming pretty early. For your Europeans, it'll be probably like at the actual evening instead of like, 5 in the morning. So watch for that, at least temporarily turn on notifications, and I will see you guys next video.